Today, I want to talk about the price of XRP. And I don't just mean today's price of 52 cents, because that's not exactly a whole lot to actually talk about. But I want to talk about why the price of XRP would have to be higher in order to make it much more plausible to work in these very large value transactions, like in a cross border payment in between central banks or other kinds of financial institutions. So, if you look back to 2017, David Schwartz essentially confirmed that in order for XRP to work how it should, the price would have to be higher so that not as much XRP would have to be used in those transactions. But that also means that proportionately less XRP would be burned as a result of actually conducting that transaction as well. So I don't really follow this guy much. He puts out things that are a little bit too clickbaity, so I don't ever really click them. But this whole concept of a burn rate theory for the actual price of XRP was very interesting, and it was extremely technical as well. And it also cleared up my concern that the increasing price of XRP would obviously increase the market cap, and traditionally in crypto, that's really all that we've had to predict prices in a even somewhat impactful way. But this calculation involves how the XRP is actually intended to be used and applied. So if you're interested, the full video of this is on X, and it's on his YouTube channel as well. But here is the actual algorithm. And in this pricing model, the XRP price is equal to the volume on a day, and you subtract out the amount of XRP that is burned each day. So it's a pretty straightforward calculation. And if you look at the current transaction information, this model is actually calculating about a 63-cent price of XRP, which is at least in line with a lot of the price action on XRP that we have seen for an extremely long time now. So if we look at what actually goes in here, you are incorporating the actual transaction information, which right now the average XRP transaction has a fee of 0.003294 XRP, and right now it's is averaging about 10.7 TPS. Well, if you put these into this equation here, we get that 63 cents. Now, if we expand this, which is what it's all about, if we are assuming that we are moving about 7 trillion every day, and that would mean that we have about 10 million XRP. No, I take that back. 10 billion XRP used with about 8.6 million burned. that would result in a $700 price of XRP. But that big concern is how much XRP is actually consumed in this, because as he explained it here, if you are essentially burning 8.6 million XRP every day, then that wouldn't really be sustainable for long, because that would equate to about 3 billion XRP burned annually, which is 3% of all XRP that is actually in existence right now. So that would mean that the price of XRP would have to be higher in order to not have as many transactions happening. So a burn rate of around 0.003 to 0.07 is even more likely once you get more volume coming on to XRP. And if the XRPL is used for finance, or primarily for final settlement, where regular user activity is accumulated and then settled, which could be possible by combining transactions that one financial institution has to make into one single value in a single transaction, and then just breaking out what went into that with its own code and information that would explain what's actually in that one transaction, then it will also reduce load and prevent the XRPL from eating up all of its XRP. So that has been the core issue that I've had with a lot of the price predictions for XRP, is that I didn't really have a good handle on how the volume that is actually moving on the XRPL would impact the actual price of XRP. Because if it's able to be complete within 3 to 5 seconds, then why would one XRP have to be such an extremely high price? And I guess what that means is that I was concerned that one XRP could be used over and over and over and over again, and that wouldn't equate to that one XRP resulting in a much higher price. But if we're truly working off of this burn rate model, and when you're trying to reduce the impact on the XRPL and not burning up an excessive amount of XRP, it makes a lot of sense to why that price of XRP should and would have to be a lot higher as well. And I think another really important point is that even though we are often comparing the transactions per second of XRP up against things like Visa, if they're actually wanting to replace that part of the financial tech industry, we don't have to have a crazy high TPS on the XRPL, especially when these financial institutions can combine the value of multiple transactions in one. So it's not necessarily that the number of transactions is driving XRP price. It is the value that those transactions represent. And when those transactions use less XRP, that makes XRP itself worth a lot more. Now, how all of this actually gets put into practice, I don't really know. I don't know if the value that comes on to the XRPL will drive price, or if the burn rate and those concerns will drive price. In my opinion, I think it's a little of a chicken and egg argument, and I think that it might look like some kind of XRPL update or amendment or some kind of thing that would be used to control these kinds of transactions happening on the XRPL. And I don't think that would be put into effect for all XRP transactions. But if these large financial institutions are operating on a private network on the XRPL, they still use XRP, but that private network might have its own rules and constraints in order to make it operate in an effective and an efficient way. So, in short, I think that this really helped me feel a lot more confident about how the price of XRP can and should actually go a lot higher. And it just helped me understand a different approach than just saying, well, if XRP will be $700, that would mean it would have to have a 1400x on its current market cap, which is an insanely high value as well, which again shows that market cap in crypto is a very flawed metric when it comes to these more utility crypto projects, because it doesn't do a good job at portraying what is actually happening on chain. So I hope that helped you as much as it helped me, and if it did, then just why not subscribe and like this, because I put out a lot of content that goes a lot farther than a lot of other people on here.